Vaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaivam Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Ashtaprayesu Bhadresu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiti
Bhaktim Bhavati Naisiti
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 2, text number 2, 222. The chapter name is The Cosmic Manifestation. Please repeat the sloka behind me. Śābdasya hi brahmaṇa eṣaḥ panthā.
Śābdasya hi brahmaṇa eṣaḥ panthā.
nāmabhir dhyāyati dhīr apārthaiḥ.
nāmabhir dhāyanti dhīr apārthaiḥ.
paribhramaṁs tatra vindate arthān.
paribhraman tatra vindate arthān.
māyā-maye vāsanayā śayānaḥ.
māyā-maye vāsanayā śayānaḥ.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Śābdasya,
śābdasya
of the Vedic sound.
the Vedic sound.
He,
Certainly.
brahmaṇaḥ,
Brahmaṇaḥ
of the Vedas.
Vedas.
eṣaḥ,
eṣaḥ
these. panthāḥ,
panthā
the way.
the way.
yat, what is.
What is
nāmabhir,
nāmabhir
by different names.
by different names.
dhyāyati,
Dhyāyati
ponders. dhīḥ,
dhīḥ
intelligence.
intelligence.
apārthaiḥ,
Apārthaiḥ
by meaningless ideas.
ideas.
paribhraman,
Paribhraman
wandering.
tatra
there.
there.
na, never.
Never
vindate, enjoys.
enjoys.
arthān,
Arthān
realities.
realities.
māyā-maye,
Māyā-maye
in illusory things.
in illusory things.
vāsanayā,
Vāsanayā
by different desires.
by different desires.
śayānaḥ,
Śayānaḥ
as if dreaming in sleep.
as if dreaming in sleep.
Translation. Please repeat beginning with the translation. Translation purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Desi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Please repeat the translation behind me. The way of presentation
The way of presentation
of the Vedic sounds
of the Vedic sounds
is so bewildering
is so bewildering
that it directs the intelligence of the people
intelligence of the people
to meaningless things, like the heavenly kingdoms.
like the heavenly kingdom.
The conditioned souls hover in dreams of such heavenly illusory pleasures. But actually, they do not relish
they do not relish
any tangible happiness in such places.
in such places.
Purport. The conditioned soul is always engaged in laying out plans for happiness within the material world, even up to the end of the universal limit. He is not even satisfied with available amenities on this planet Earth, where he has exploited the resources of nature up to the best of his ability. He wants to go to the moon or the planet Venus to exploit resources there. But the Lord has warned us in the Bhagavad Gita 8.16 about the worthlessness of all the innumerable planets of this universe, as well as those planets within other systems. There are innumerable universes and also innumerable planets in each of them, but none of them is immune to the chief miseries of material existence, namely the pangs of birth, the pangs of death, the pangs of old age, and the pangs of disease. The Lord says that even the topmost planet, known as the Brahmaloka or Satyaloka, and what to speak of other planets like the heavenly planets, is not a happy land for residential purposes due to the presence of material pangs. As above mentioned, conditioned souls are strictly under the laws of fruitive activities, and as such, they sometimes go up to the Brahmaloka and again come down to Patala Loka as if they were unintelligent children on a merry-go-round. The real happiness is in the kingdom of God, where no one has to undergo the pangs of material existence. Therefore, the Vedic ways of fruitive activities for the living entities are misleading. One thinking of a superior way of life in this country or that, or on this planet or another, but nowhere in this material world can he fulfill his real desire of life, namely eternal life, full intelligence and complete bliss. Indirectly, Srila Sukadeva Goswami affirms that Maharaja Parishit, in the last stage of life, should not desire to transfer himself to the so-called heavenly planets, but should prepare himself for going back to home, back to Godhead. None of the material planets, nor the amenities available there for living conditions, is everlasting. Therefore, one must have a factual reluctance to enjoy such temporary happiness as they afford. Hare Krishna. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकये चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवाद पाशाशते चतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So today's sloka, it is talking mainly about the material pangs of miseries. Wherever we go in this material planet, anyway, even in the Patha, from the Patala Loka up to the Brahma Loka, all the planetary systems will get the miseries only. And also it is explaining that the Vedas, all the Vedas, the Rik, Yajur, Sama, other kind of Vedas, what they are doing, they are giving the taste of enjoying propensity, kind of. It is, if you do this, if you satisfy Indra, then you can go to Sarkaloka. If you satisfy this demigod, then you will go to the air. That is also, it is not giving the clear picture what the ultimate thing, ultimate happiness. So that is why he is rejecting. So Sukadeva Goswami is rejecting the Vedic also, not to follow the Vedas. Because Vedas, it is Vedas how to live a meaningful, happy life. That is for the Vedas. But the real happiness, not in the any other material planetary system, even the Sarkaloka and even at the topmost Brahmaloka also. Because all the planetary system, anywhere go in this universe or other universe, everywhere you can't get out of this birth, death, old age, and disease. That's what the explanation provided by Sukadeva Goswami. So related to that, there is a story. During the Ramayana time, Vibhishana, he used to come from Lanka to Srirangam to take the darshan of the Lord. So he used to come in the Vimana, the Pushpaga Vimana. He used to come and he landed in the temple, and he used to often he used to come and he used to take the darshan of the Lord. Then he used to go. One of the brahmana, he was seeing that every day. So this Vibhishana is coming and going. So he wanted to. He heard that Lanka is a kind of a Swarnapuri. It is full of, everywhere it is gold and gold. Everything is, everybody is gold. So he wanted to get the gold from him. He wanted to get some. He thought if they have even their gate and their terrace, everywhere their houses, they are using the gold outside. So if they are using the vessels, everything is gold. So he thought, if they are using all this as a gold, since we are using the stainless steel items for more commonly, similarly in Lanka they are using gold. So he thought, see, in our place we are using, in Bharat we are using the stainless steel item or pital or something for the vessels, and we are considering gold as a precious thing. Like that, they are using all the vessels and everything as a gold, and they may have other things greater than gold, some precious thing they have. How we are keeping gold as a precious. So they may have more than gold, they have some precious. That's the reason they are using gold as this thing. Like that, he was thinking. So he was poor brahmana, so he wanted to materially, he wanted to get something. So what he did, without knowledge of Vibhishana, he get into the chariot, this Pushpaga Vimana. So somewhere the bottom he hidden in the Pushpaga Vimana. So without the knowledge of Vibhishana. So the Pushpaga, after the darshan, one day it took that brahmana also to Lanka. So once he got down, Vibhishana noticed that this person also came from the Sri Lankam. So then he asked, why you came like this? You could have informed me, I could have taken you here like that. Then he told that my family is in the poor condition. So I thought of getting something from you, from here, from Lanka. Because here I heard that gold is very normal here. All the vessels, everything you guys are using gold. So I want something precious than gold, so that will be, I can use it that in my country. There I will be living in a happy life. I will get the happy life. That's what he was thinking. So the material happiness, then he was hankering in the material happiness. So then, since he asked the precious thing than gold there, then Vibhishana has discussed with his ministers, and finally they came up with one box. So the box he gave it to this fellow, the Brahmana. The Brahmana took the box, and he thought it is something is valuable things there within the box than the gold. Yes, gold is common here. So no, they won't give they were giving any respect to the gold. So they will give some respect to that. Something precious than gold is there in this. Like that he was thinking, and he opened the box. Then he left from there, and he came over here, and he saw the Pushpa Vimana. Again he came and he saw that he just opened, and he saw within that there is a iron needle was there. So then he wondered, see, this iron needle, it has no value. Why Vibhishana gave this iron needle to me? Like that he was thinking. Then he asked Vibhishana, why I got this iron needle? So he would have given this gold is more valuable than this iron needle. Then Vibhishana told, you asked which is more valuable in my country. Because in my country, iron is very shortage. We have gold, so much of gold. So we have made everything gold. There, this iron is very much shortage. So that iron is the precious thing in our place. So that is the reason we gave that. Since you asked the precious thing, we gave that iron. Like that, he told to the Brahmana. So this is why this story is that behind the story, there is a understanding is the material. How much we are getting, we don't have any limitation for our hungering. And also, we always think about something is better than this, I want to get. Something is better than this, I want to get. Like that, our mind is always in that mode. So, but for this Brahmana case, this iron is in our country. Iron is nothing. It's kind of everywhere we are using. How they are using gold, we are using iron everywhere. But in their country, that is shortage. That's the reason they are making as a precious thing. But in our place, this is very normal thing. He could have get some gold that will be useful for him, but he missed that opportunity also. So this is the way the material hankering. We never get satisfied with the material things. And also the material things, it is, suppose if somebody asks the one beggar, how much, if I give so much amount of money, then you will be happy. You will live a satisfied life. The beggar you don't have any house, we don't have any dress, we don't have any money to take the food for the next time. So that person, I will say, okay, if I have some 1 lakh rupee in my house, I am settled in my life, you think. And if the same question, if you ask a person, some pawn shop who is having the small shop, you have. So how much money if I give, you will be happy. Because for him, 1 lakh rupees is normal. Because 1 lakh into 1 lakh rupees, that is he is not a beggar. For beggar, 1 lakh rupees is a bigger thing. So he is asked 1 lakh thing. So if you ask the person who is having a 1 lakh rupee, and who is, then if you ask what is the, how much amount you may need, so that you will be happy, you will settle in your life. That person may say, if I get the 1 crore money, then I will be settled in my life. If you go to the person who is having the 1 crore of rupee, if you ask that person, how much money if you have, so that you can be happy. For example, all the cine stars, they are crores. They are cine stars and players. They are having the crores of money. If you go and ask them how much money if you have, so that you will be happy, then they will tell. They won't say 1 crore. They will say, I have already 100 crores. If I have 1,000 crores, I will be settled in my life. And if you go to the big shots, Ambani kind of people, they already have the crores. If I can make, I have already have thus 10,000 crores. If I have the lakhs of crores, then I will be settled. I don't want to go to the business again, further expand the business again. So the similar way, if you see, to live in this material world, we need one shelter and food to keep this body and soul together. That is the minimum need, this material world. But because of our greed, the level of people, each and every people, if you go out and ask them, according to their, whatever they have, they will always hunger for more than that. Always, whoever it may be, you will ask, they will have always hunger for which is not there, and more than, if they want more and more and more and more and more and more. So there is no limitation for this material hungering, this material world. And also, everybody knows that death is prominent. They have the little idea, at least. Anyway, we will die. But nobody can realize that, daily nobody can realize that I am also going to die one day. So they will think that all of the other surrounding, everybody will going to die. I will not die. So that is a propensity of the people. That is the reason they are always behind the material happiness. They are running towards to settle themselves in this material world permanently. Even though if you see the person who is retired from this service, then immediately what they will do, the earlier days they used to work immediately, okay, let me build a house. I will build a house, then I will stay there with my wife so that I can enjoy my life. So even after the retired life also, people wanted to enjoy there in this material world. They're not thinking about, I'm going to die. Already I become old. I'm going to die. So what I need to do? That is the Maya is keeping the people in that way. The illusionary energy of the Lord will keeping the people hankering for the illusionary pleasure only, temporary pleasure only in this material world. But the person who is the really intelligent person, they won't go behind all this material hankerings. They will always think about the permanent solution for this birth, death, old age, and disease. So that kind of persons only, they will think about going out of this material world. In Bhagavad Gita, as specified by Prabhupada, in Bhagavad Gita 8.16, what Lord Krishna is saying, Brahma Bhuvana Loko Lokaha Punar Avartina Arjuna Mam Upetya tu Kaundeya Punar Janma na Vidyate. So here Arjuna is saying, from the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery wherein repeated birth and death take place. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kundi, never takes birth again. So this is the Krishna is clearly saying that. See, Bhagavad Gita, it is not like a Vedanta Sutra. Vedanta Sutra means somebody required who knows the Veda and who interpret the Sutra so that we can understand. But here Krishna, directly he told, from the highest planet to the material world, highest planet in the material world down to the lowest. So if you take the Brahma Loka, is the highest planet in the material world, and the lowest, if you take the Patala Loka, everywhere, all the places, miseries are there. What is the miseries? Birth, death, old age, and disease. It is always will be there. But what Krishna is saying finally, one who attains my abide, who son of Kundi, never take birth again. He won't take birth again in this material world. So the intelligent person, what he will think, how can I get the solution for the miseries, the important miseries in our life? So what the 99% of the people in this world, they will think about the only temporary problems only. So now it is so much of rain, so much of is a summertime. So if I get the AC, I will be happy. But nobody will think that, okay, I should not take birth in this this world again, because I'm going through this problems of this nature is giving me a problem, and my family is giving the problem, other neighbors giving the problem, and my own body is giving the problem. This Adhyatmik, Adi Bhautik, Adi Devik. All these problems are there. So I should not come back to this material world. So nobody is trying to get the permanent solution. That is the one of the wonder here, because all of them are trying to get the pleasure, trying to make each and everything they wanted to enjoy this material world. That is the propensity of each and every person in this material world. But the person who get into the path of bhakti, who understand the God realization, who it's the ultimate goal of our life, that person only can understand that we are in the miseries. We are inside of between the miseries. Even the person who is so much of suffering, there may be so much of problem in their house, money problem, and husband-wife problem, child problem, or they may go into the disease. What they will do, even though there are so much of suffering, they won't think that what is the permanent solution for it. They will try to solve the problem themselves so that they can stay happily in this material world. So that is the problem of this material world people problem. So that problem is the biggest problem in this material world, because people not understanding, they not aware that what is the ultimate goal of life. They are trying to make the temporary solution for their problems, and they want to accommodate and to stay longer. They want to increase their lifespan to enjoy this material world. See, Prabhupada used to write this slokas. He is saying that even in this material world, one of the lecture Prabhupada is saying that in this material world, even within this so much of miseries, we are trying to get the happiness. Then what to speak of the Swargaloka and other planets? Because Swargaloka and higher planets, there is no such miseries. Miseries are there means the birth, death, old age, and disease is there, but not like what is there in this earthly planet. What are the miseries we are going through? That much miseries are not there. We can go and enjoy, and our lifespan also prolonged there. That kind of Sargaloka and all. But what is the ultimate use? Nothing. So you can accumulate your punya so that you can get into the next higher planet, Sargaloka, or there are 7 top higher planets are there. You can go based on your Sukriti. So not Sukriti, your punya. So based on your punya, you can go to the higher planets. But as long as your punya is there, you can stay there. Once your punya and all everything completed, they will kick you out from this planet system. That is also is there. But the Lord's abode is not like that. Once you enter the Lord's abode, you never going to come back again to this material world. But other planetary system, for example, if you go to America, as long as you have the visa, as long as you have the money, you can stay there. Once your visa is got expired, what will they do? If you're not renewed, if it is not renewed, what they will do? The government will pick the person and send him out of this country. That is the way they will do, right? The similar way, other planetary system also the similar way. As long as you have the punya with you to stay there, that much only you can stay. Once your punya credits and all over, then they will kick you out from this material, from the planetary system itself. So it is said that when the higher planetary system, in the Bhagavad Gita it is there, the higher planetary system, once our credits are over, then they will kick us out from the planetary system, from the topmost planetary system. So when the topmost planetary system, when the soul coming down, that time they will fall into the eṣaḥs and rakshasas in the other planetary system. That planetary system, they will hold us from there, and they will do, they will get off, crush us, and they will throw again. So from there again they will stay in the clouds, and when the rain comes, the clouds can enter in this material world. Through the clouds they will enter into the material. Through rain they will enter in this material world. They get into the food grains or whatever the eatable things, they will get into that. So when a person or animal eating that time they will get into the form of semen. Then when you connect with a women or female living entity, then the living entity become fructiated from there. So this is the way the cycle of birth and death birth cycle is happening. Even though you are going into this is the way even though if you are in the higher planetary system, they will kick you out this material world like that. So there is no other way to make any permanent solution for within this material world. So that's the reason the sloka, it is mentioned that don't go with the flowery words of the Vedas, because Vedas, whatever it is saying, it will keep you, because it will capture the mind of the people, because you can enjoy like that. If you go to the Sakraloka, their apsaras are there, you can enjoy with the apsaras. The somaras, you will enjoy the somaras. It will be like that. You don't feel any, it will be a pleasure only. There is a music will be there. So it will give you the way that it will be a very, very sophisticated place. So the person who is in the material problems, they will think that, okay, if I go there, it will be that is enough for me. It will let me go and enjoy that. So they won't think that there is also a problem will be there. That is also the same problem is there. Birth, death, old age, and disease are there. They don't know. They only think about, I can go and enjoy that. So since as long as this enjoying propensity is there with us, so we can't come out of this material world or material, and then all the four material pangs of miseries. So first of all, we need to understand that this enjoying propensity, we have to leave this enjoying propensity. We have to detach from this enjoying propensity, because enjoying this material world is limited only. So that is not permanent also. Then whatever the enjoyment we are doing, that is also will give finally it is going to give us the misery. For example, somebody drinking, if they drink 1 pack, 2 packs, then 1 bottle, two bottle, then they will feel happy. Then if we go beyond that, what will happen? They will flat. If you eat also, even if you eat gulab jamun, if you eat a very sweet, gulab jamun is very sweet. If you take one gulab jamun, 2 gulab jamun, 3, 4, 5, after that, if you take continuously gulab jamun, will be able to take with a bottle of maybe one big dabba, we may have hundreds of gulab jamun. Can we take at a time hundreds of gulab jamun? It is not possible, because this is the material things. The enjoyment is limited, even though the enjoyment is unlimited, means so much is there, but still your body and your mind, it cannot accept beyond this certain limit. So this material enjoyment is limited, and if you are hankering and limited and temporary. So if you are hankering for this temporary happiness, you will miss the flight for the The topmost happiness, highest happiness is a permanent happiness, which is Goloka Vrindavana. So the intelligent person will understand that whatever I am seeing here, this whatever the happiness, whatever the enjoyment here it is there, it is temporary, which is not meant for me. It is meant for the people who are less intelligent people. So intelligent person, what he will do? So how can I get out of this material world? What is the path Lord provided? They will catch hold of the path and they will get out of this material world and they will go to the Goloka Vrindavana for the permanent solution. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hare Krishna.